Hi guys, Steady Eddie here, trying to make the most of this god-awful year and hoping I can be back in Southeast Asia before I'm too old to travel. So, in this video, I'm going to have a look at dating apps. Dating apps for Thailand. What's it all about? Well, the reason I mention this is that in the comments section of various videos I've made, I've often heard from guys who say they use Tinder or another dating app to meet girls when they arrive in that destination, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, or wherever. Dating apps for Thailand? What do you need that for? There's girls all over the place. First thing I thought when I heard about this was any guy who needs a dating app for Thailand must have a real problem. It's like admitting you couldn't get laid in a brothel. So I began researching Thai dating apps by looking on the internet. Well, there's tons of stuff to look at here. Where people can make money out of something, you are never going to be short of info. Okay, so let's have a look online at what these dating sites are all about. Thai dating apps. Best Thai dating site 2020. Oh, I like it already. Now, do all the Thai girls you meet online look like that? I think not. I've heard from many a bloke that, they met some of these girls on all dating sites and the girl looked nothing like she did in the photo. Well, Thai Cupid is quite highly rated by some people. I've heard some good comments about that, but there's plenty of other ones out there. Now look at the last paragraph of this one, Asia Charm. There are some unclear features. The platform does not provide information on how the algorithms work and what the pricing policy is. Let's see if these cons are significant against the background of other functionality. Oh well, I suppose nothing's perfect, and it's really a matter of knowing which one you can trust. If you're new to this sort of thing, it's probably very, very confusing. Okay, so let's have a look at YouTube. First, a few American videos, all good-looking people. Why do they need dating apps? Okay, so let's have a look at what this guy is saying. Why Tinder is ruining dating for everyone? Well, that's not a good start, is it? The sad truth about online dating sites. Oh my God, this is putting years on me already. Okay, let's have a quick look at the comments section on these things. A miserable, soul-crushing, money-sucking experience. And this guy, I feel like crap. Thanks to online dating experiences, it's back to bar hopping, never doing Tinder again. Tell me about it. Women are so picky and fake in the online dating site, it's a waste of time. Well, I wouldn't say that's a good start. Okay, the idea is that these dating apps are for fellas who want to meet real Thai girls, not bar girls, not freelancers, but the kind of girls who don't work in the entertainment zone, have real jobs and may want a real relationship. Sounds fair enough. Well, if all this is anything to go by, these dating apps in Thailand are aimed at young people the same way they are in the West. I suppose young people do things differently these days than they did in my day. I've heard it said that young people are not going to go out so much to meet girls, they sort of hook up with them on Facebook or other internet sites. Maybe that's the case, but what about us older guys? Are they any good for us? Well, come on, let's establish something first of all. With regards to older men who go to Thailand looking for ladies, there are plenty of men my age, getting on a bit, who go to Thailand looking to have a bit of how's your father with the Thai ladies. And none of those older guys is looking to hook up with women his own age. They're not. A 60-year-old fella does not go to Thailand looking for 60-year-old women to have fun with. They may want a more mature woman if they are looking for a proper relationship, but more often than not, a 60-year-old guy is looking for women half his age. 30, 25 maybe. That's the appeal of Thailand. You can be an old bastard and still be a hit with the young ladies. There's no secret in that, and there's no shame in it either. Those 60-year-old English women who go to those countries to meet young gigolos do exactly the same thing. Anyway, old guys meeting young girls online. What have we got here? The shocking truth. Well, it doesn't shock me. If these old bastards bothered to look in the mirror, they would realise these girls are just after his money. Well, I can't say that older guys meeting young girls online is any more trustworthy or a better way of doing it than the conventional way of meeting bar girls or meeting girls under normal circumstances. But at the end of the day, whichever route you choose, you have to be realistic. Well, you've got to be realistic in all walks of life, but we've all heard stories about older fellas deluding themselves that this young Thai girl's in love with him, when really she's just out to scam him, you know. And if he allows himself to get scammed, then that's exactly the way he'll end up. I don't think there's any real surprises in this. I still haven't fully figured out why an older man would use a dating app in Thailand. I can only guess. Maybe he doesn't want to go to all those noisy bars. Maybe he thinks a young Thai girl he meets online is less likely to be a freelancer and less likely to scam him for money. Maybe he's really looking for that perfect match which he simply hasn't found in the entertainment zones. Or maybe he wants to spend his time in a more rural, quieter part of Thailand where there isn't much nightlife around, so he needs a dating app to meet girls. Could be any of these reasons. Okay, so one thing that I haven't discussed in this little video is how much these dating sites charge. Obviously they're motivated by money, it's a business, so they want money from you. Well, I don't know how much they charge, you know, you have to find that one out for yourself. But all as I know is that I've got no intention of using them. You know, you have to be realistic, and I think some of these fellas, especially these older guys who use these dating sites, are being a bit unrealistic. The dating sites are motivated by money, and as for the older guys who, you know, use these sites to find younger girls, well, those younger girls are not impressed by your handsome, wrinkly old looks. They've got dollar signs in their eyes. It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. As for me, well, I won't be bothering with any of these dating sites. I think I'll just stick to the more conventional way of meeting girls. You know, bar hopping, that sort of thing. You know, you've got to be realistic. And I think, you know, when you meet girls face to face, I mean, it's a better way of being more realistic. At least you know what you're getting. And if you've got your wits about you when you meet girls in Thailand or wherever, you know, provided you're realistic, you're not going to have too many problems. For me, something like a dating site, that's the unknown. I just can't really believe that, you know, you're going to get what you think you're going to get. So I hope this little video has been useful in any way. I'll say thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. A big thanks to those who already have. And well, it's a few more months before I begin traveling to Asia. Well, this is a troubled time, as we all know. But let's just hope that it all works out come the peak season later this year. Okay? Thanks once again. Have a great day, a great evening, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.